Alright, hello. I'm back, and I'm doing another commentary video of one of my speedruns. This time I'm on ranked, and this is a commentary as my fastest rank time, 17 minutes and 40 seconds, which is like 3 minutes away from my RSG PB. I'm still grinding for sub 20 on RSG, but yeah, I've been getting a couple sub 20s on ranked as well, which is really good, so I'm gonna just talk about this run that I got. Because, yeah. So, apparently this was after a seed change, I guess. I don't exactly remember what that was. But yeah, we had a seed change. And then we load into this world, which is a ruin portal. Ruin portal has an axe, actually two axes, and pigs nearby, which is really good. Because there's no food in the ruin portal, so it means I can use my flint and steel to light the pigs on fire and get cooked pig food, cooked pork chop. And that's like the only food that's nearby, I think. So I'm using the gold axe to get a bunch of logs, and then I'm going to get my golden nuggets and craft them into get my iron nuggets, craft them into a pickaxe and a shovel. Because you obviously need an iron pick to grab the gold in the bastion. So yeah, that's like my main priority. If there was no nuggets, I would try and find iron in the bastion. But that's just annoying, so thankfully there is. And yeah, so I'm going ahead and killing these pigs. One thing that is a slight misplay is that I probably should have gone for pigs beforehand. This is something that's been brought up in the MCSR community a bit, I think recently. And that's because killing the pigs first means that they're all clumped together and they have less time to wander away from your spawn, which, like, as you could see, I was running all over the place trying to get the pigs, but if I had gotten them first, it would have been a lot quicker, actually. But yeah, so basically I'm just going to complete this ruin portal, and I'm into the nether at less than 2 minutes, and then there's an insta-bastion pretty much, as there always is in ranked, pretty much. And I believe that's a bridge. Yeah, it is a bridge. And my opponent has also just entered the nether, so we're like pretty close together, pretty neck and neck. And I'm just grabbing some blocks, because I don't want to be using all of my wood for building, and not have enough left for beds. So, yeah, I grab some netherrack on the way to the bastion, and I build up, and actually I have the perfect amount, and then I just use a couple more to build up to the chalice. Don't have any TNT, so I'm just mining this. Yeah. So right now I'm probably trying to look around for the fortress. I don't see much, so I just focus on mining the gold. But yeah, while you're mining the chalice, there's nothing really else to do apart from look at your surroundings, see if there's a triple chest on one of the ramparts, which there is on both actually. So I'm gonna just do left side Donkey Kong, pretty standard route, and then I think while looking over there I do see the fortress. It's pretty difficult to spot on the replay, but yeah, I do see the fortress over there. And then yeah, so oh yeah, there. You might have been able to see that. I'll just go back a bit, so you might be able to see for just a second. Yeah, you can see that, I believe, is the leg of the fortress. It's very faint, but yeah, I think that's what I could see. So yeah, starting my bastion route at literally 3 minutes, which is insane. My bridge burns, but luckily I have enough time to repair it. And then I just go ahead and get all my piglins. Donkey Kong is one of the fastest routes ever. Fastest bastion routes. One of. Unless you're like playing manhunt or double triple stables. But yeah. Donkey Kong is pretty reliable. Pretty good. Pretty just like it's best bridge route without a doubt. And so all my pigs are probably done within maybe a minute or two of trading, which is really good. And while they're trading away, I'm going to sort out my inventory and check these chests, which has a lot of obsidian in it, and a crossbow, and some more gold. And then I go over to this side, and since I have one pearl trade, or maybe 2 pearl trades, from the piglins, I decide to set up a pearl hang. So throw the pearl and then unload the chunks that the pearl is in, so that I can reload and instantly teleport there later on. So then I block myself in so the piglins don't get mad at me, sort out my inventory a bit more. Yep, and grab the arrows. Since I have a crossbow, I'll probably be doing half bow in the end, which is basically where you shoot down like half or a little bit more than half of the crystals to let the dragon perch a bit faster on average. So yeah, I'm just going back and doing trades right about now. And I still have plenty of gold, so I'll just chuck it back in. And so yeah, now I just have to do a bit of inventory sorting, which is something that saves a lot of time if you get good at it. I haven't perfected it yet. I still have a long way to go, but yeah, it is one thing that really separates like a beginner runner from an advanced runner. Not saying that I'm an advanced runner, but like, you really need insane mechanics to be a top runner. And inventory management, knowing what things you need, knowing when to leave a bastion, that's a really important part of speedrunning and getting a fast time. And just having good inventory management can shave minutes off your speedrun. Yeah. So now I'm out of the bastion at 6 minutes, and I'm pearling to the fortress, which is only 3 or 4 pearls away. Right now I'm probably trying to look for the spawner to see exactly what direction I'm supposed to be pearling in. So I just pearl up here. Alternating with soul sand and gravel, because soul sand is smaller. Soul sand is like slightly a shorter block, so basically it means that you spend, like, it's just ever so slightly a decrease in amount of time that you have to, be building up. Yeah. And so I craft my iron axe here. And biggest misplay of the whole run is about to happen. Maybe not just yet, because I'm going to kill this blaze first. But so I get another cycle, right? Killing blazes, trying to set up my blaze bed, and you may notice right here. You may notice right here that I did not put a block above the spawner, and so I just blow up the spawner. The spawner's gone, and I don't notice for another maybe 30 seconds or so. I'm just building out. My opponent entered the fortress just then. And I still think the spawner's there, and then I think about here is when I realize. Hang on. Wait, there we go. Now I realize. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just go to the other spawner. And since I see, oh, there's nothing over this side, I guess I'll just build up. Don't see the spawner still. So then I just chuck a pearl all the way over to the other side. And then I see, hold on, there's no spawner here either. And so I'm like, hold on. Is there only one spawner in the fortress? And right now I'm thinking maybe there is, because if you don't know, usually 2 spawners generate in a fortress, but there's about a 1 in 300 chance, I think, of a spawner not having 2 and instead only having 1. And there's a further 1 in 2,000 chance that a spawner only has, hold on, that a spawner only has, no, that a fortress has no spawners. So right now I'm just like, oh well, I guess I have to play strays. So I go and just type a message in the chat, because why not? And then my fire res runs out, so I have to quickly do that. And then, I don't even know if they see it. It says down there it's public, but I don't know if that means it is public, or that I have to make it public. Either way, they didn't respond. Either they didn't see or they don't care. Yeah. And they blinded just then. So, to be honest, typing a message in the chat, even though it's funny, it's kind of a misplay because given, like, my opponent and I are like neck and neck, so they just blinded. So I'm just losing precious time by sending a useless message in the chat. But you know, it's okay. Not everything is about winning, even though I did win the seed. I don't even know how. The replay has expired, I think, so I can't go back and look at what my opponent did. But I do get 4 strays over here as I go back to talking about the run. And then I think this blaze drops. How many rods do I have? I assume I have 7 or 8. Which is usually the amount I have. Yeah, I have 8. So, turns out the breaking the spawner, like blowing up the spawner accidentally, was not too much of a misplay because the rates were good. But it could have been disastrous. It could have been. So I blind onto this iceberg, and I don't use a calculator, so I just use Axis, which is slightly less reliable, but it usually does the trick if I'm good at it. And I've improved quite a bit over the last couple of months or weeks. So just go to the other side of the chunk, measure the angle change of the eye, and then I don't do real math. I just look at a chart, and it says stronghold is this distance away in this direction. But you know, you still have to do addition, so like, it's not completely mathless. But yeah. And for some reason I just completely missed this eye. And yeah. Then I think I just pearl back up here, because I can. And here I am. Back into the nether at 11 minutes 50. So technically, if I really crank this endgame, I could sub 15. Like, if my stronghold is like right here, like after this pearl throw, and then I insta-nav, and like I ice spy, I insta-nav, and I hit a 0, then I could sub 15. But unfortunately, it's a bit far away, and also I'm not that comfortable with 0s, so I haven't gone for one in a ranked match yet. Actually, that's a lie, because just today I did, but I failed it because I was too slow. But yeah. So I'm building my second portal at around Y55. I do get surfaced. And I believe I'm actually not... I'm like maybe 100 blocks away. 100, 150 or something. But I don't exactly know how far away I am, but I just chuck a pearl, because I'm like, I'm probably not that far away. And this is when my opponent ice spies, so I'm like, okay, I'm probably not gonna get the win, unfortunately, because of my Axis and also my blowing up the spawner. This pearl is horrible, but I just throw another one, and I believe the eye goes down, like, right in this chunk. Yep. And yeah, here we go. So I'm digging down. I make sure to block myself in, of course, because there's zombies chasing after me. And while I'm digging down, I'm making sure that my pie chart is set on the right setting. And I'm making sure that I have enough render distance. Yeah, so I'm just setting up like my preemptive. And yeah, so I don't think, oh yeah, I get a big spike down there. I think this is before, no, this is after I got my new computer, but before I got my new graphics card. So, actually, I don't know. I don't even know, but basically my preemptive spikes are not the same as they are now, because I changed my hardware. But anyway, past me thinks that this spike is good, so I will trust them. And I go down here. I see some light. I don't even know if this is the right direction, is it? I guess I just go back up here. Maybe I just mess up the nav a bit. I get this bread, which is actually good because I'm low on health. I actually believe that this is the portal room, maybe. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I guess not. Okay. Oh, and then I see it. So, it was actually in that little four-way the whole time, but I just messed it up. Oh, and I didn't pre-craft, so that's fine. But, yeah. Just means I have to spend a little bit extra time working out my explosives. And then my opponent actually is in the end. Oh, I know what happened, I think. Pretty sure they died in the end, and that's how I won. But yeah. I also think I completely missed that extra stack of glowstone, so I only make one anchor, but it's fine. So yeah, my opponent is in the end, and I'm like, okay, well they're probably gonna win, unless something bad happens. But I'm obviously, you know, not gonna forfeit. Never forfeit unless you're really like, unless you die like 7 times. Or you're just really far behind. Because, you know, something can always go wrong, and in fact, in one of the seeds I played today, I died in the overworld, like, well, I died in the overworld, and my opponent had entered the bastion before me, but then something must have happened to them, and I end up gaining time in the bastion route, and I got to the fortress before them, so, you know. Never forfeit in ranked, because you'll just be good. It'll just be good. Anyway, as I'm finishing up this run, doing half bow, bowing down some crystals with my crossbow, waiting for the dragon to perch, and right now I'm at 17 minutes, so I got a little bit more time before the dragon actually perches. But yeah, you can see like how much this run could have been good. Like, I can't remember exactly which time I built my second portal, but if I had more accurate measurement, I could have ice spied. If I had nailed the stronghold nav, it could have saved maybe a minute. And if the dragon had perched quicker, it could have been another minute. So yeah. And if I had obviously not pulled off the spawner, it could have been maybe a minute or 2 minutes. So yeah, that is the run. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. And yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I'll upload my PB when I get a sub 20, which will hopefully be soon, but no promises. And yeah, thanks for watching.